CCMA Career Development Quiz Questions. Question 1. Before sending a microbiology specimen to a reference lab, the MA should: Option A, wrap in foil. Option B, place on heat block. Option C, use urine cup. Option D, transport in labeled culture medium. The correct answer is option D, transport in labeled culture medium. Transport in labeled culture medium is correct. Using a labeled culture medium ensures that the microbiology specimen is adequately preserved and maintained during transport to the reference lab. Question 2. When discussing risks benefits of a new treatment, use which communication tactic? Option A, short phrases to reduce confusion. Option B, medical terminology for accuracy. Option C, review only the risks. Option D, get to the point quickly. The correct answer is option B, short phrases to reduce confusion. Short phrases to reduce confusion is correct. Using short phrases helps convey complex information in a more understandable manner, minimizing the risk of miscommunication when discussing the risks. Question 3. A sharps container should be closed for disposal when? Option A, completely full. Option B, end of each day. Option C, 3/4 full. Option D, after surgical procedures. The correct answer is option C, 3/4 full. Closing a sharps container at 3/4 full ensures safety by preventing overfilling and minimizing the risk of needle stick injuries during handling and transport. Question 4. Receiving an ACRE order via the practice management system is an example of: Option A, verbal order. Option B, optical character recognition. Option C, patient portal. Option D, computerized provider order entry. The correct answer is option D, computerized provider order entry. Computerized provider order entry (CPOE) allows healthcare providers to electronically enter orders for a variety of clinical services, including diagnostic tests like EKGs. Question 5. Extraneous marks that interfere with ACRE tracing interpretation are called: Option A, glitches. Option B, smears. Option C, artifacts. Option D, lines. The correct answer is option C, artifacts. Artifacts are unwanted alterations in the ACRE tracing that can obscure the true electrical activity of the heart, leading to potential misinterpretation of the data. Question 6. The destruction of red blood cells is termed: Option A, homeostasis. Option B, hemolysis. Option C, hemoglobin. Option D, hemostasis. The correct answer is option B, hemolysis. Hemolysis is the process where red blood cells break down, releasing hemoglobin into the bloodstream. Question 7. Which pathogen group is multicellular and includes tape-round flatworms? Option A, fungi. Option B, protozoa. Option C, vector. Option D, helminths. The correct answer is option D, helminths. Helminths are a diverse group of parasitic worms that can be classified into different categories, including flatworms, cystoses, roundworms, nematodes, and others. Question 8. For a patient below poverty line with chronic asthma, which factor most affects compliance? Option A, intellectual. Option B, economic. Option C, sociocultural. Option D, spiritual. The correct answer is option B, economic. Economic constraints significantly impact a patient's ability to access medications, follow treatment plans. Question 9. Which cardiovascular test monitors heart rhythm for 24h or more? Option A, 12-lead Edgar. Option B, Holter monitor. Option C, nuclear stress test. Option D, tiltable test. The correct answer is option B, Holter monitor. A Holter monitor is a portable device that continuously records the heart's electrical activity for an extended period. Question 10. Where should the fist be placed for a chest thrust on a pregnant woman with airway obstruction? Option A, center of breastbone. Option B, 1 inch below navel. Option C, 1 inch below scapula. Option D, over center of patella. The correct answer is option A, center of breastbone. Center of breastbone is correct. The correct placement for a chest thrust on a pregnant woman experiencing airway obstruction is at the center of the breastbone, also known as the sternum. Question 11. A patient is swearing and shouting. The MA should. Option A, speak calmly and allow expression. Option B, threaten security. Option C, ask patient to leave. Option D, leave room and wait. The correct answer is option A, speak calmly and allow expression. Speak calmly and allow expression is correct. In a situation where a patient is swearing and shouting, it is vital to respond with calmness and empathy. Question 12. Which device is ordered for snoring and fatigue? Option A, CPAP machine. Option B, hospital bed. Option C, compression stockings. Option D, wheelchair. The correct answer is option A, CPAP machine. CPAP machine is correct. A CPAP continuous positive airway pressure machine is commonly prescribed to patients experiencing snoring and fatigue due to obstructive sleep apnea. Question 13. Which factor increases Crohn's disease risk? Option A, advanced age. Option B, rural residence. Option C, family history. Option D, Hispanic ethnicity. The correct answer is option C, family history. Genetic predisposition plays a significant role in the development of Crohn's disease, making family history a critical factor in assessing risk. Question 14. When placing lower limb Eiger electrodes on a patient with left above knee amputation, option A, place left electrode on distal stump and right on groin. Option B, place left on mid-thigh and right on mid-thigh. Option C, place left on proximal right limb and right on distal right. Option D, place both on right groin. The correct answer is option A, place left electrode on distal stump and right on groin. Place left electrode on distal stump and right on groin is correct. In patients with a left above knee amputation, the appropriate placement of Eiger electrodes involves using the distal stump of the amputated limb for the left electrode while pause. Question 15. Which modality is used for a chest X-ray? Option A, CT scan. Option B, angiography. Option C, fluoroscopy. Option D, radiography. The correct answer is option D, radiography. Radiography utilizes X-ray technology to create images of the chest, allowing for the visualization of structures such as the lungs, heart and surrounding tissues. Question 16. Which self-exam should the MA coach? Option A, eye. Option B, breast. Option C, general. Option D, prostate. The correct answer is option B, breast. Breast self-exams are crucial for early detection of breast cancer, and medical assistants must often play a key role in educating patients about this process. Question 17. OSHA mandates that employers provide PPE to prevent exposure to option A, hepatitis B vaccine acceptance. Option B, written exposure report within 24 hours. Option C, personal protective equipment. Option D, keep exposure records 1 year. The correct answer is option C, personal protective equipment. Personal protective equipment (PPE) is essential for ensuring the safety of employees in workplaces where they may be exposed to various hazards. Question 18. To show empathy to a newly diagnosed breast cancer patient, the MA should: Option A, listen to the patient. Option B, reassure the patient. Option C, offer advice. Option D, question the patient. The correct answer is option A, listen to the patient. Listen to the patient is correct. Listening to the patient is a fundamental way to show empathy, as it allows the patient to express their feelings and concerns in a supportive environment. Question 19. Which urine specimen is needed to diagnose a UTI? Option A, second voided. Option B, 2-H postprandial. Option C, 24-H collection. Option D, clean catch midstream. The correct answer is option D, clean catch midstream. A clean catch midstream urine specimen minimizes contamination from the urethra and surrounding areas, providing a more accurate representation of the urine composition. Question 20. During registration, the MA should: Option A, give office map. Option B, copy social security card. Option C, take patient photo. Option D, schedule follow-up. The correct answer is option D, schedule follow-up. Schedule follow-up is correct. Scheduling a follow-up during registration is essential for ensuring that patients receive necessary ongoing care and appointments. Question 21. Which procedure is a surgical reconstruction? Option A, thoracentesis. Option B, rhinoplasty. Option C, appendectomy. Option D, colotomy. The correct answer is option B, rhinoplasty. Rhinoplasty, commonly known as a nose job, involves the surgical alteration and reconstruction of the nose's structure, whether for aesthetic or functional purposes. Question 22. For a swollen tender ankle, the MA should anticipate option A, direct pressure. Option B, dry cold pack. Option C, ice water soap. Option D, dry hot pack. The correct answer is option B, dry cold pack. Applying a dry cold pack helps reduce swelling and alleviate pain by constricting blood vessels and numbing the affected area. Question 23. After covering the surgical wound with gauze, tell the patient to remove the bandage after. Option A, 1H. Option B, 12H. Option C, 24H. Option D, 48H. The correct answer is option D, 48H. It is generally recommended that a surgical wound dressing should remain intact for at least 48 hours to allow for proper healing and to minimize the risk of infection. Question 24. After obtaining the urine drug screen for a work-related accident, option A, seal lid in patient's presence. Option B, return to office within 36H. Option C, check temp within 15 minutes. Option D, confirm patient identity. The correct answer is option A, seal lid in patient's presence. Seal lid in patient's presence is correct. Ensuring the integrity of the urine sample is paramount in drug screening, and sealing the lid in the patient's presence helps to prevent tampering. Question 25. Maternal deficiency in which vitamin contributes to neural tube defects? Option A, vitamin D. Option B, folic acid. Option C, biotin. Option D, vitamin B1. The correct answer is option B, folic acid. Folic acid, also known as vitamin B9, plays a critical role in the proper development of the neural tube during early pregnancy.